Hello and welcome to the show, Treasure Hunters. Today's show is just going to be some random thoughts. I thought I'd be coloring in some more of these images out of the thrill of the chase. If you watched the last video, you seen I colored in the one where Forrest finds the headstone in the My War From Me story. So I thought maybe I'd color in a couple more of them. I'll give you some thoughts on some of this. As I thought maybe the reason why I would do it is I thought maybe if I added some color to it, it might bring some more thoughts to my mind about what Forrest's intentions were as he had the drawings done. But anyway, let's get to it. So anyway, the first one here was the Gypsy drawing. I started coloring this one in, and as I was coloring this in, I started getting a few thoughts. I started thinking about, well, they're dancing around the fire, and Forrest describes the scene, how the girls danced and twirled around the fire, and the way he kind of describes it, he describes it like the contra dance. It's a step in a contra dance. It's called the Gypsy step. And what it is basically they dance in circles, twirling and swing, without having any contact or without touching each other, and never losing eye contact. I just wondered if maybe that's the hint that he's trying to throw out here with the Gypsy drawing. I also kept thinking about the way that the wagons are set up. It doesn't show a full circle, but it's kind of like in the Old West when they used to circle the wagons. It gives me the impression that he's saying that the wagons might have went all the way around the circle and the fire was in the center. It's just a little something to think about that I was thinking about today, and I thought I'd share that with you. Let's get on to this next drawing that I did. This next drawing here, every time when I started doing this one brought a few thoughts to mind too. As I was coloring this one in, I kept thinking about the fighter jet in this one. It's an F100, and you know, F100 is also a Super Sabre. Well, as soon as I started thinking about that, I thought about this morning's post, the new contest that Forrest and Dale Knights will have out on the blog. They shared this morning. And anyway, Forrest is asking you to name the cat, and it's a contest. You'll win a copy of the Too Far to Walk book signed by Forrest if they choose the name that you picked. But anyway. I might be wrong, but this is a saber-toothed tiger is what I get out of this. So anyway, I'm just wondering if the word saber is what we're supposed to be picking up on. You know, it's come up before. It's come up in other things. You know, a saber is also known as a sword. Also, take a look at this image. I thought maybe I'd look up some synonyms for saber also to maybe see if maybe there was something else that they might be trying to say. But anyway, I noticed that Toledo's in that list. And, you know, Toledo was a clue that Forrest gave out a while back. What was it? The treasure's more than 300 miles west of Toledo. But it's just, is that coincidental? I don't know. You guys got to kind of make that decision up for yourself. There is a lot of synonyms for saber, though, especially in the nouns. But I did find that interesting that Toledo was in there. I also took a moment to look up a few of these gypsy wagons. I wanted to show some of these to you. Now, this one here is probably more like the one Forrest is describing in the chapter that he wrote. But there's a couple others up here that are newer models that people have made. But anyway, it's just give you an idea of what the wagons actually kind of used to look like, other than what you can see in the picture. Now also, I may not be right about that being a saber-toothed tiger, but I pulled up an image of a saber-toothed tiger to do a comparison between the two. They're pretty close comparison, and when I see that particular skull, that's what came to mind was the saber-toothed tiger. But that's pretty much it for today, guys. I just wanted to take a little time, color these in, share some of the images with you, see if they bring any thoughts to your mind as you're looking at them in color. You know, if you have any thoughts on these yourself, just drop a comment down below. I always like to hear what other people are thinking and, you know, what your guys' thoughts are too. I'll give you a thumbs up on it, let you know that I did read it. I want to thank everybody for watching today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.